Hello, gentlemen. This video, we're going to talk about helping verbs and how helping verbs work in sentences, which we will classify. These are things that need to be in your notes, so make sure they're getting in there. First off, we see that we have a list of helping verbs, and that's these guys right here, list of helping verbs. Need to go in your notes. You need to know these, so they need to be memorized. They will start showing up on quizzes and tests in addition to the work that we do in class and for homework. Now, you have all of these helping verbs, but there's something very important to keep in mind, and that is the word not. Not is not a verb. So when I ask you to identify the verb in a sentence, or in the case of a sentence that has helping verbs, the verb phrase in a sentence, not is never included as a verb. So we need to remember that. Not is not a verb. So let's look at a few examples real quick, all of which use not in a different way. So the first one we have is the swimmers were not competing for ribbons. Now, as always, we do our prepositional phrases first. So that's a prepositional phrase. All right. And what I do with my prepositional phrases is I identify them as P's and OP's. Okay. So I've got my preposition for what? For ribbons, object of the preposition. Okay. Now, helping verbs and verbs work a little bit differently. Up until now, we've been labeling all of our verbs as V with a V. I'm not going to do that anymore. Okay. When I look at this sentence, I see a helping verb and a main verb. The helping verb is were, and I'm going to label helping verbs HV for helping verb. And my main verb is competing. So I label that with just a V for verb, all right? So notice the way that works. Look at what I did not do. I did not label not. Not is not any kind of verb at all. It's an adverb. I mean, we're not doing adverbs yet, even though they're showing up. And then I asked the question, who or what is doing the verb, right? Who or what is not competing? And the answer for that, I think fairly obviously, is swimmers. And so, oops, and so swimmers gets an S for subject. We're not to the point yet where we're going to start distinguishing between subject nouns, subject pronouns. So just subject is fine for now. Okay, pretty simple, pretty simple. My next sentence, I cannot understand your answer. Now this sentence unusually has no prepositional phrases, so there's nothing to label P or OP for this sentence, but please notice that not has become part of the verb. We have this compound word here. So out of the two parts of these, the parts that is the verb is the can. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The part that's the helping verb is can. The main verb is understand, main verb. All right. And then who cannot understand? I is the subject, and my labels get a little busy here. But we need to remember that not a verb. So this part here isn't included. Okay. Not included. And this I guess is a little hard to see. Well, I trust you'll figure it out. Y'all are bright kids. Now, my last sentence, this one's even trickier because here we have not, but it's disguised as a contraction. I won't go without you. Now, we do have a prepositional phrase. This is my prepositional phrase right there. So I would label that with my P and my OP, right? And I is, of course, the subject because I is a subject pronoun, but we need to be careful with this one because when I identify the verbs, what this sentence is really saying is, I will not go without you. And in this sentence, my helping verb is will. My main verb is go. Not, again, no kind of verb at all. right? And then, as I mentioned at the beginning, we have our P and our OP, our preposition and our object. Okay? So when you get the work for this in class, use your notes to help you identify the helping verbs and keep your eye on the nots. Don't let them fool you. That's it for this video. Thank you very much.